Welcome back to Jamity Media. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of all the Star Wars steelbooks that are currently available in Europe, we'll say, because one of them is from France here. So it's Phantom Menace all the way up to Rogue One, all together. I've been waiting a long while to keep these all together, to unwrap them all together for one video. I have various different versions of these on Blu-ray already, so I've already seen a lot of them on Blu-ray and how they look and everything like that. So we're just going to do an unboxing and see what they look like all together for these particular ones. There's very little special features on them. There's only commentary. If you want special features, you'll have to pick up the complete Star Wars box sets and things like this. Except for Rogue One and The Force Awakens, which has special features and things like this. But the prequels and the originals, they just come with a bit of commentaries, and they're mostly just for the artwork in the steelbook. So let's start with the Phantom Menace. Okay, so here is the Phantom Menace steelbook. It's got plastic on it. There's little slips on them all around it. We're gonna fast forward this part here and just open it up so you don't have to wait around. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Smooth and glossy. Nice. So it opens like this. There's a little bit of tape on this. Ticker tape. That's not very convenient. There was a little bit of annoying tape on that, and it was looking like it was going to come off the wrong way. So I had to stop and just kind of gently take it off. I will be taking that off because I don't want the back on it. It's too dangerous. He's too dangerous to stay alive. It's a Revenger decision mode. And they kind of come out like this. Holy God, does this slip not hate it? Ooh, artwork. Look at that. The movie poster on the back looks great. They've kind of got a little bit of stroke, red stroke around the spine of it there. Of the Star Wars Phantom Menace in lovely Trajan Pro font, I think. And you got Darth Maul on the front, Qui-Gon Jinn on the back, the Queen of Naboo, Little Annie, Obi-Wan, Jar Jar, C-3PO, spaceship thing, and R2 there. Some nice poster. This is like the main reason that people are picking up these steelbooks, is because of the artwork on them. And there you go. That's the inside artwork. There, it's the council, it's the Jedi Council and Anakin's before. It's kind of a crucial moment in the movie, one of many. There's the full Jedi Council on it. Have a look at that. This looks great. It feels good, feels sturdy. The disc art is the similar one to another Star Wars pack that I have, which gives you all the special features. It's region free. What does it say on the back for special features? Audio commentary, George Lucas. And commentary from archival interviews, which is just mashed up together to fill up the time. Limited edition steelbook. That is Darth Maul that we have. Okay, so stick that back in there. There we go. We'll stick a little bit of it back on, not the whole full sticker onto it. We'll get some glue in the future and stick it on. But that's the Phantom Menace. So we will move on to. Oh God, the cardboard's coming off. I don't want to have to throw them out, but I will if you continue. Yeah, so we'll move on to Attack of the Clones. Okay, so Attack of the Clones. It's rattling, which is never good. It means the disc is loose in it. That is not good. Jesus. So I'm just going to straight away open that because I want to save that disc from itself. So here we go. Okay. Here it is, and there's another wee bit of plastic here. They did not think this through. Oh my God, it's coming off weird. Okay, there we go. It's coming off. My God, is that not awful? There's magnets, I think. Such a better idea. There's magnets on the US editions. That's a little bit of card. It feels a bit flimsy. Lovely artwork on the back. Let's open this. Oh my God, the disc. It's not too badly banjaxed. It's alright. So close that up, stick it back in. I thought the disc holder might be broke or something, but it's just a wee bit wobbly. But there you go, there's artwork of the Clone Army. We'll turn it to the back to show you back in front here. So you got Yoda right there. I think that's digital Yoda. And movie poster, and these are really nice looking. These are probably the best part of the steelbooks. The kind of colour coding that they're going with, you know, the red, the green, to the blue, to the purples. Really, really, really nice. There's a little bit of a debossing on that on the Star Wars, I think. I didn't notice if that was on the first one, but I'll find out again. Count Dooku on the disc art, so it's the same as the other boxes that I have. I will take out this here. There we go. It's alright artwork on the inside, I guess, if you're impressed with Stormtroopers. But you know, they're all CGI, so it's not that great. But yeah, Attack of the Clones. My least favourite Star Wars movie. I can say that as offhand as I like and still be kind of true about it. I don't have any too hurt feelings about the prequels, to be honest. I thought they're not the originals, but there's some interesting ideas running through them. So I'll have to stick that back onto. So there we go, back on again. And we move on to the third one, episode 3, which would be Revenge of the Sith. So we'll move on to that now. Okay, so here we are. This is episode 3 of Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, and General Grievous is on the front, and we got Anakin on the slipcover on the back, and again we've got more of this sticker stuff thing going on. So we'll just fast forward as we surgically remove the plastic on this. So there we are. Ah, it's glossy. That's nice. We'll just take this little sticker thing off. My god, these are nightmares. They really are nightmares to take off. And you're actually supposed to hold on to them. That's the weird part. They expect you to kind of stick these back into it, so again, I prefer the US editions where they had little magnets, because these are metal packs. Oh my god, totally not. Just a slip there. That's flamey. I try and get little magnet things. Try and customize this. Yeah, there's debossing on this as well for Star Wars. You got the poster there on the back. Yeah, it's nice looking. Whatever you think about the Star Wars posters, they do look epic. General Grievous, one of my favourite villains actually in the prequels. That's because he just comes out of nowhere in the Star Wars universe. It's just like, oh, General Grievous, you know him, right? There we go. Oh yeah, that's the lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin near the end as the epic climax final, and we have Palpatine or the Emperor on the disc art there. This looks good. Mustafar is the name of the planet I think they're fighting on there. Mustafar region, this is one of my favourite Star Wars movies actually, because it's probably more tonally, visually accurate to what I think George Lucas was trying to achieve with the prequels, which is good. It kind of comes to a nice end as we thought it would be. The acting isn't as bad as it had been in Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones. You know, Anakin looks like he's ready to turn evil. Obi-Wan looks like the Obi-Wan he will become. There's a little bits in here and there that I honestly don't like, but I think it's the most solid of the prequels, and most people will agree with that, and then they'll go on to make a case for Phantom Menace. So this is good. It feels good. Spine again. There's some sort of blue emboss on that, or blue stroke around the font and the emboss around here. Feels good. Instantly says Star Wars, I think. So yeah, we'll move on to episode 4, A New Hope. Again, they're pretty little things. I don't know if they're so meant to be just handled but not so much watched too often. Those cardboard things, they're limited edition because their lifespan is going to be very limited, I think. So if they don't end up in the bin, it'll be a miracle. But yeah, look how higgity-figgity this is. Jesus Christ. That sticks on like this. This goes back down. Yeah, there we go. I thought that would be better. Let's kind of put a little bit downer on opening these because the cardboard is just a fucking nightmare. I might actually have to get a scissors and just literally cut across that part there. It's bye-bye limited edition Revenge of the Sith banner on top of it, but it might just force me to chop it off because it's there anyway. It doesn't say limited edition anywhere else. That's the problem. You don't really want to start mutilating your steelbooks, do you? But anyway, we'll move on to episode 4, New Hope. So here is episode 4, and before I open this, I keep referencing that I have these in another pack with special features. Specifically the pack I'm talking about is this one here. It's quite heavy, and it comes with a bunch of extra discs and stuff, and it tells you 9 disc set basically with special features of everything, basically everything that can be collected on Star Wars is there for the first 6 movies. Obviously this doesn't take the Force Awakens because it was released before that, and you get a little booklet with this as well, which is nice. So it's a fairly sturdy box. It goes for about €50, €60. I think it was €100 when it first came out, but it's gone down to half that I think now, and you can probably pick it up for about 40 quid if there's any sales on Amazon at some time. I'll stick up the price for it now if it's still up. I assume you can still buy this. There's a QR code on the back. Own the Force on Blu-ray, own every moment. So it says the Force on Blu-ray, own every moment. I think it said own the Force on Blu-ray every moment. But you know, who am I to rewrite George Lucas's words? But yeah, that's the box set that I'm referring to. So anyway, we'll get back to A New Hope. Looks good. I like A New Hope. I hold no real strong feelings for the original Star Wars movies. Obviously, Empire Strikes Back is my favorite, but you know, it's easily the strongest, as anyone says. But yeah, they're good movies. You know, I don't compete the movies together. We'll say the prequels against these because they're kind of different sets of animals. But here we are. There's another thing that the originals have. They're easier to open over the prequels. But yeah, limited edition, New Hope, Darth Vader of course on the front. And we'll take this sticker. Oh my god, please come out. There we go. Oh, brilliant. Wow, god, that's not a good sound, is it? That is not a pleasant sound. Cardboard. Okay. Yeah, I've got the original poster there on the back, which is super sweet. And kind of very dark actually. When you look at this from afar, it kind of looks weird. You know it's Vader up close. When you look far away, it's just like, it looks like it's scratched actually. It's not a nice thing to say. More debossing. What do we got? We got Ben Kenobi on the front there in this weird Druze and artwork. And we've got Luke's house. Before those stormtroopers burnt it out. Yeah, there we are. Luke Skywalker looking up at is it the two suns? It is the two suns, just to keep track. That kind of famous scene of him looking out onto the horizons, we'll say. There you go. It's nice. The artwork isn't too bright and it's kind of dull looking, but it's still nice. I guess you get that with the originals because they're more grainy and more sand and more real environments, whereas the new prequels are all CGI, saturated, contrast blown imagery, which, you know, I don't mind either. They're both 2 different ways of creating 2 different sets of Star Wars. We'll say one's mad CGI and one kind of more practical visual effects. But enjoy them for what they are. Maybe I cared years ago, but not so much anymore. So that is A New Hope. It looks good. Jesus Christ, Princess Leia was after really her leg. The leg on the poster. Oh my god. It's definitely not real. But yeah, so we'll move on to episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. The Ewoks strike back. Oh wait, that's the Empire Strike Back. Sorry, I'm confusing it again. But yeah, because the Ewoks don't show up into the last one, of course. But yeah, this is the introduction of Yoda into this movie. There's a lot of new changes and stuff in this movie, as most fans will know, which is good. There's lots of Jedi training. You learn more about the Force. You can see why everyone likes this movie, basically, because it's just, you know, we're done with the origin story and we're just kind of getting into kicking ass, basically, which is great. So quick open. Magic. Use the Force. Cool. You got a stormtrooper there. He's not exactly white. He's creamy looking, like a weird cappuccino. We'll take this sticker thing off, which is, I don't if someone just kicks this shit, puts the bad stickers on the prequels. These ones were a little bit easier. This one's not so easy. There we go. Comes off. That is not a great fucking sound. That's not what you want to hear, that sound on your Steelbooks going. Chalkboard, nails on chalkboard. But there you are, there, Stormtroopers. Looks good. More emboss, which is nice. But it, oh yeah. I know, it's all the same. Where is it? Yeah, they had a New Hope, the Star Wars on that side there, but they've moved the Star Wars logo over here onto the bottom right. So just those little changes there, just to make sure I'm not going mad. Ta-da! Okay, and that's the back art poster there that you get of the movie. They've kind of darkened them up and glossed them up, but they look quite nice looking. You wouldn't mind the giant metal version of this hanging on the wall actually. They look quite nice, glossy and shiny. And who's on the disc? Chewie. Chewie's on the disc. And we've got that famous snow fight. Don't ask me what planet, I can't remember, but it's the one where Luke's fighting in it. You know, the Empire's attacking near the start of the movie. So you got the walkers there advancing onto the rebel base. It's great. I really like this. Again, the artwork in this isn't too shiny. It's more in tone with the Drew Struzan artwork. Which is fine, you know. So again, like we said, there's differences with the prequels. One's shiny and kind of, this is more vintage look to it, I think. But it's good. Again, there we go. Goes like that. I thought we'd get like a 2-disc edition with these, but not that I care because I have all the Star Wars stuff anyway, as much as I can get onto it. But I just thought that they'd be trying to be more definitive with them, because you know they give you stuff with the Force Awakens. There you go. The shoddy slips, which definitely need magnets on them. Why could they not shell out for a magnet? These things are not cheap, by the way. They're about €20 a pop, so you'd think they just, you know, I have sellotape that looks prettier than this little bit of stick here. I might go out and buy some actually, and just a glue gun thing or something, those little blobs, and just stick them on there as we. It's so much better than this. This might actually end up fucking pulling bits of paint off the Steelbook. But now that I know that, I'll do something about it eventually, soon, hopefully. Anyway, what's next? Oh yeah, Return of the Jedi's next. So here we have Return of the Jedi, and it occurs to me that I was going to buy plastic sleeves for these. In fact, I still am going to buy plastic sleeves for these, for all my Steelbooks in fact, but that these cardboard things are here to protect the Steelbooks from getting scratched, which is not a bad thought. If for those who aren't going to invest in them, because I guess it stops them from scraping against each other. Jeez, that came off quite fast. What luxury. There's a nice colour, smooth colour coming off that just from the horizon, which is kind of nice. Just no, it's not the Death Star, it's the Jedi, sorry. You got the Emperor on this. We'll see if the sticker comes off. Sign of quality. George Lucas has you scraping at your Steelbooks. Gasping. Oh, thank God. Please don't do that awful sound. It's when it sticks on this. There we go. Oh God. Alright. There we go. Some nice debossing on Star Wars. We got this real kind of halo effect going on with the movie artwork. The spine. It's a sort of blue colour to it. Let's open it up. We've got Vader. Vader on the disc artwork. You'd think he would have been on the previous first one. I would hope, but let's grab this out. Gentle. We've got some space battles. Assumedly the final confrontation between the rebels versus the Empire, which is nice. Disc art there is Vader. Nothing scraped anyway. They're kind of sturdy, all things considered, bar these things, which must have been an afterthought. Steelbooks are quite solid, lovely and glossy. I just wish they'd done the American edition with it. They had a little magnet under that and it just stuck to it because it's metal. I was like, yeah, brilliant. That's what I thought I was getting, but obviously, fuck Europeans, right? Anyway, here's all of it together. Looks good. There we go. Not too bad. Closes like so. We'll stick it back into the cardboard. There we go. Yeah, it's weird as well. Just these cardboard things, they don't have a base either, so the steelbook can slip onwards towards like that, which is not great. And already you can see they're kind of getting frayed. These things are not going to last. So, weird. But anyway, we'll move on to The Force Awakens next. Okay, so here's one of the newer Star Wars movies, The Force Awakens, and it's a little bit different. There's 2 discs in this, which is grand. It's got a bunch of special features. The second disc is a bonus disc, basically. It says new on the back, brilliant. So we'll take this plastic off and kind of prepare it this way. Ooh, okay. Alright. Ah, see, look at this. George Lucas, you fucker. Oh, he's not involved in this actually more. Anyway, Force Awakens, look at that, the armchair cradle. Why don't they just make this industry standard? Please, God, please, somebody. But yeah, little blurb on the back, tells you a breakdown of the stuff. Quick scan to see if this is region free. Yes it is. Yes it is region free. So we did it there. Kylo Ren. Oh, we've got a Phasma or Captain Phasma. Captain throw me down the garbage vent. And the spines are different on this. They're typical Disney ones of like image. And apparently the lightsaber is a person in this as well. Oh no, Kylo Ren is behind it. Sorry, I didn't even see that. He's so well hidden away. And there's Finn. I was going to say Luke, but Finn. And it opens up. This. How many discs do we have? We have 2 discs. So we've got that disc there. What is that? That's the Blu-ray. Oh my god. Let's just show you this for a second. Try and take these fucking things out. Ah, they're a nightmare. And the second one, what is this? This is the bonus disc. I don't get a DVD with this, do I? Shame. I thought I'd get a DVD. That's alright. Millennium Falcon being chased by some, you know, what are they? The First Imperial, the First Order or something like that. I was just gonna say Death Eaters. They're being chased by Death Eaters. That's what they're being chased by. But yeah, the First Order, or the Imperial Order, whatever the fuck they're called. But yeah, that's kind of sharper imagery, which is nice. And you get this dark, moody background. This feels a bit more matte, less glossy than the others, I'm gonna say. The other ones are quite glossy. This one's, it's glossy, but it's like a mixture of matte as well. Like the spine is definitely more glossy than say this, but it's still gorgeous looking. And there's no emboss of like Star Wars on this one. It's just, it's a lightsaber. You tell me what the fuck it is, you know. Of course it's Star Wars. Maybe not so much iconic Captain Phasma, but maybe she'll do good in the new Star Wars movie instead of being thrown down shit. I forgot the second disc. Stick that back in. I've seen this on, so I have a copy of The Force Awakens with a slipcover or whatever on it. And yeah, I was impressed with what I saw. I saw it in cinema only once, not that hardcore. But I watched it a few times on Blu-ray back to back when I got it. Maybe I watched it 3 times in one day within a week. Within the week I watched it one day, and then it was a weekend or something, and I watched it maybe 2 or 3 times in a few different languages just to mess around with it. But yeah, because I was picking it apart or whatever, but you know, this looks great. It's good, and you know, they've got the new style. I think Rogue One has this kind of thing going on as well, and most Disney Steelbooks have this thing going on as well with them now. So this is their new trademark, that it's our brand or whatever. And they're kind of nice to look at because you can just go, oh, the image is that, yeah, cool, instead of just kind of trying to squint your eyes and go, oh, what's in that movie, when they're on your shelf. So we'll move on to Rogue One, which is the latest purchase. So here we have Rogue One, which was the latest Star Wars movie that came out at the end of last year. And this says it has a 3D version, a Blu-ray version, probably another Blu-ray bonus disc and stuff. So there's no DVD in this either, but there's a shit ton of stuff in it. It's probably the most max version you can get. This is a French-German edition, which essentially means that, because I bought this in France, that there's a bit of French there on the slipcover and a bit of German there, basically. But you know, it's essentially the same as the UK ones. So we'll take the plastic off real quick. Looking forward to watch it. I haven't watched this on Blu-ray yet, so this is the only copy of Rogue One I have. I didn't want to buy the slipcovers because the artwork looked crap. The artwork was actually all over the place for this release. I'm not even sure I quite love that. I mean, I like the look of it, but I don't love the artwork, if you get what I'm saying to you. Rogue One slip, the armchair little sleeve, we love it. There's a arse on the sleeve, if that's what you want, instead of it slipping all over gaff. That's my first real look. So those are like the Death Squad ones, I guess, and then you have the regular ones at the back. It kind of looks very Photoshop, but anyway, like real vectored. You got the characters going down it there on the full spine, which is nice. We got our bonus disc here, cameraman on the disc art, and we've got the cast. Let's stick these discs here. The cast there, Gary Begun, as I remember, Force sensitive Kendo stick dude, and the pilot who kind of loses his mind after he's kidnapped. 3D version, don't mind having, better than a DVD, I think. Who cares for DVD, but who cares for 3D Blu-rays anymore unless you have a 3D TV. I don't have a 3D TV. I do have a 4K TV, but I don't have a 3D TV. Sorry, they're stopping making them, so you know, what point. But still nice to have. Maybe in the future they'll sell 3D TVs super cheap, or to make a comeback or something like that. You never know. Avatar might bring it back. Avatar 2 might be released in 3D and they'll go, oh, more TVs. That's the artwork there. Of them all, the whole cast together. Rogue One disc, this is what the cover is what I'm talking about. If they had made that what the disc is as the actual cover, because they saw fit to put it as the actual disc art, but not the actual, you know, that's the front cover, but this is the back cover. But it's also a steelbook, so I guess you can open it whichever way you want. But it's still cool. I prefer this artwork to that artwork there, even though I suppose you can argue that it's all the same artwork because they're wading through the same water, right? I wasn't impressed with the artwork for the rest of these, like the slipcover version with like the white on the Death Star looked fucking messy as fuck. There was other versions with slips on them that had like very, very badly photoshopped onto this wading water. But yeah, it's very harmonious, which is a nice thing to think about. It's the Force, I guess. Stick the 3D cover there, the not so harmonious fader, and the bonus features, which look good. They look promising. I like a lot of Star Wars bonus. I like to know how to make these movies and where they're going with them and stuff like this. Yeah, so Star Wars is, will I watch this movie in 5 years? I don't know, because it's an individual movie. You'd watch it as the Star Wars stories all in one if you were to watch, you know, Revenge of the Sith, then this, then A New Hope. But would you actually watch this individually if you want during a marathon? I don't know. That's the problem with these. They're not episodes set in the Skywalker universe. They are in the Skywalker universe, but like, you know, they're separate stories, separate characters. Will I remember them in years to come when more movies are out and there's more characters and more plot? It's hard to say, but you know, the movie should have been called Star Wars: The Grand Sacrifice or something like that. Rogue One is a dramatic thing as well, though. But yeah, it's a lovely steelbook, though. All in all, not one of the nicest I have. Again, that honors probably still to Daredevil season 2 and stuff like that. But it's still nice. Sits in there really nice. And that brings us to pretty much all of them. All 7 movies plus Rogue One, which I've been dying to put them all together into one video before the new movie comes out. Because it took me a while to kind of get these, because they're not, you know, cheap things to buy. No Blu-ray these days, that's a new release especially, is cheap, especially a steelbook. It's not enough to even have the money these days, it's how you acquire them, where you're getting them from. Because they sell out so fast, they're limited edition. So yeah, it goes on and on and on about stuff. This is region free as well. Blabs on about special features there, making known featurettes, French, English, just French and English on these I think, and then Netherlands, other stuff I think, hard of hearing stuff on it. But yeah, it's nice. I think they've gone up to 60 quid on Amazon or something like that. They're quite expensive depending on where you're looking for them. But I'll stick up a little image here of how much I've found them for online. But I found this in a shop, a regular shop on the shelf. Old school me. Picked it up and paid for it there and then, you know. Which is nice. But it looks good. Yeah, it's worth watching, I'd say. But you know, ask me in a few years' time, do I think it's worth watching again? I go, Rogue One, what was that? It's a movie, you know. You'll feel the same way like you feel about like Iron Man 2. We're like, oh yeah, I've got that on the shelf somewhere. It's got stormtroopers in it, you know. But maybe when I rewatch it, maybe I'll really like it. Sometimes I watch movies in the cinema and I'm like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. And then I'll get them on Blu-ray and I'll go, oh, actually, look how nice they look on HD. Because you see things, obviously, that you don't see in the cinema. It's dark and grainy and, you know, the colours aren't as popping as they are on Blu-ray. So it's nice to have a big TV and just kind of glare that movie and kind of re-experience it and rediscover it again in the luxury of your own home, which is the magic of home video. But yeah, so that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I'll leave you with a little snippet of what it's like to receive Steelbooks in the post and how I think Amazon need to be a bit more environmental when it comes to their packaging. But you'll see in a few seconds. So until then, I'll see you again. Bye bye. Just something I thought would be interesting to note is the amount of fucking cardboard that Amazon sends you. This is from my Star Wars Steelbooks and I ordered 7 of them obviously. Phantom Menace to Force Awakens, and oh my god, the amount of cardboard they send you. Holy shit. This little box here, that was just for the Clone Wars. Or what do you call it? Attack of the Clones. Just for the Attack of the Clones. Jesus Christ, like. Paper, and still the Attack of the Clones is like rattling around. I think the disc is like gone free in it or something. It's insane. That was from something else. Jeez. Savvy don't send you that much cardboard. Now I have to recycle all that. Ugh.